Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Layla Carroll herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear. Okay, so today is week 11 and this is day 1. We're going to go over the assignment for this week. So this week is about building healthy relationships. And, when we grew up, we wasn't taught what a healthy relationship really is and what an unhealthy relationship really look like. We just go off of the examples of other people that we see, and it might be our parents if they're married in a home together and we grew up in that home, then we watch how they interact with each other. And that's our idea of what a relationship is, whether it's healthy or unhealthy. But then you have single parent homes where you don't get to see that model, but you might see it in your grandparents or you might see it in other people who are in relationships, but you really don't get the real in depth of what's really going on in that situation, that relationship, especially in the household if you don't live with them. So as for me, I never really got to see a real model of a really good healthy relationship or marriage because my mother and my dad divorced when I was 12, but they separated when I was 2, and I really didn't get a chance to see how they operated with each other. One thing for sure, my mother was very young when she married my dad. She was a teenager. She was 16 years old, and my dad was like, what, 20, 21, something like that. But the thing with that situation was back in that time, as long as a parent signed off on it, then that child can get married to that adult. And my grandmother signed off on it. Now, my granddaddy, oh, he wasn't having it, but yet at the same time, you know how you can't keep people apart. Now, I don't want to go into that story, but what I will say is that it's common, and even with my grandparents. So my grandmother and grandfather, they did stay married to that do them part, but they end up separating somewhere along the way. But you wouldn't know that they were separated because they was together pretty much all the time. It was so weird because my grandmother, I'm talking about my mom's side of the family, because I didn't get to know my dad's side of the family because his mother got killed by her boyfriend when she was 33 years old, leaving my dad and all his siblings pretty much orphan. But my great grandmother stepped in on that part and helped raise all of them, and it was about 9 of them. And this is why I'm teaching you this course, because this is not only my generation, it's also the generation before me. And I really believe that in order for us to get to a place in our life where we can make some changes, you have to remember where you come from to see where you're at, to understand where you're going. You can change the dynamics of your future by your present behavior, your present choices. The things that you choose to change today will change the outcome of tomorrow. You can't go back in the past and change things from what happened back then. You only can change today to make your tomorrow better. And I understand what I've been through, that some of the things was result on what I thought was normal and what I thought was healthy. And then as I continue to live those type of lifestyle, dealing with narcissistic relationships, I realized this is not healthy. This is not happy. I can't be happy in this. I cannot do the things that I like to do in this hyper environment. So today's assignment, we're going to go ahead and get started with that, and then we'll get deeper into the lessons as we go. Building healthy relationships. The objective is to develop skills for forming and maintaining healthy relationships. So this is something that we're going to learn how to communicate. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to talk about the topics of this week. There's 4 topics. So day 3 is 2 parts of day 3. So day 1 is going to be about characteristics of healthy versus unhealthy relationships to help you identify what type of relationship you're in. And then day 2 is communication and conflict resolution, how to talk to each other and how to resolve conflicts, because you're going to have those issues no matter what. You need to know how to resolve those issues. And I'll talk more into about that on day 2. Then there's day 3. Remember, I said it's 2 parts. So it's going to be trust building and intimacy. One of the things we don't know is how to build trust. We just give trust until it becomes broken. I'm going to talk about how to actually build that trust. And then, of course, intimacy is not sex. So I'm going to go into more details about intimacy, because a lot of people, especially men, think that intimacy is sex. It's not. Actually, it's quite opposite of that. Anyway, so here's your activities for this week. Here's your assignment. So what you're going to do in the group discussion, characteristics of healthy relationships. So in the discussion form, you're going to discuss the characteristics of a healthy relationship in your opinion. What do you think is healthy? What is a healthy relationship to you? What does that look like? So you're going to write all that down in the discussion form. Also, communication skills. I have a worksheet for you. You're going to download that worksheet because it's going to help you go over communication skills. Even though I am going to go over those skills with you, I'm going to go over that with you anyway. But there's a PDF copy that you can print out, download, or however you want to do it. Put it on your device so you can go over it on the regular. And one reason why I want you to print it out, because I want you to refer back to it on your own time. When you're talking to just random people, you can practice your communication skills with anybody. You don't have to be in a relationship. Just practicing these skills with random people that you're normally just talking to. I don't care if it's someone you met at the grocery store or someone at the gas station or even a friend or a relatives or a co-worker. Practice these skills because it's going to help you become better. And then remember muscle memory, because before you know it, you're going to start doing it a lot. And then relationship building exercises. That's another worksheet that you're going to print out or at least download. I'm going to send it to you in a PDF copy. So you're going to download that as well. And that's when you are ready to re-enter into another relationship. And I'm going to go over how you can tell if you're ready for a new relationship or not. That would be next week, which would be week 12. But this relationship building is also used for anyone as well. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. So now you have the option. This is optional. You don't have to book a one-on-one coaching with Alayla Carroll, that's me, to discuss your progress in this program. So if you feel like you need more, then you can book the session. You will also be able to book the session So I wanted to clarify something. From week 5 all the way down to week 13, you will see a button that says stress management coaching, and that is going to say book now. That is how you can book your session with me. I made it easier for you. At first, I was telling you that you could just go ahead and go on the website and do it that way, it'd be easier to just do it from the course itself. So I made sure I put that link in there so you can just click on it and then go ahead and book your session with me. Now, you don't have to, but it's up to you. I know for a fact those who book sessions with me will get a whole lot more out of this course than you would if you didn't. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the lesson at hand. Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, regain control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com.